back, Virgo, to your mid-month reading for June. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Getting down to the base chakra. Really finding that vitality, but actually it's really about grounding yourself as well. So really feeling like you're stable and really finding that stability within yourself. Choosing your battles wisely, because you're saying, I don't want the tower. I do not want to have to rebuild from here. It's almost like to the point where it's like, I'm finding that stability. I want it to be right here. I don't want to have this destroyed. I don't want this upsetness, right? If I'm going to do any kind of rebuilding, it'll be gradual throughout the time, but I really don't want to have to work all the way from the ground back up, because I already did so. So it's definitely saying I'm going to pick and choose where these battles are going to come from. If I don't like it, then, like I said, I'll pick and choose what I want to transform. But otherwise, I'm not going to allow this to just be destroyed, because I've put everything into it already to where I'm feeling pretty stable within the situation as the leader. But I do see that right now in the beginning of the month, there is little things that could either be fixed, or people who are trying to come around, or things that are coming around, right, that are bugging. But it's almost like you're trying to, yeah, definitely choose your battles wisely, right? But you got the master of reality over here, the devil, right, that is trying to unleash some battles. Literally, they're trying to, I think they're trying, you know what it feels like? They're trying to take your control away. They're trying to take your control away. They're trying to take your heart and put it in this little box. It's almost like, I work so hard to do this right now. Why are you trying to enslave me, entrap me? Like, it's almost like, it feels like almost like entrapment by the way you're choosing, the way they're throwing battles at you. So there's definitely something that's heavy on the heart that you feel like you're trying to escape the grasp of, but it's like you're in their grip, but you're saying, but I'm not going to redo this all over again. So instead of doing so, it says you're going to start observing the situation. You want to observe the situation to keep that vitality going, to keep yourself grounded and strong. The base chakra is also about natural instincts, and it's also about the things that we have to have. That's why it's the have card. This means we have to have shelter, we have to have a job, we have to have money, we have to have food, we have to have water. You see what I'm saying? We have to have shelter. I don't know if I said that one first. It doesn't matter. We really, you know what I mean? We have to feel safe. And that's really what that's about, right? It's leading to these places, and you're observing how it's affecting those areas of your life. How is this affecting me? Is it worth me having to do so? Because I don't want to. That's what you're saying. I don't want to. But you're just not sure how much you can trust the situation, because you don't want to make any more leaps of faith. Because every time it feels like you have to make a leap of faith, it feels like you have to rebuild from the ground up. You have to, the whole tower comes down, and I have to rebuild all over again. And I don't want to do that. It feels like I just did that. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter. Excuse me. It doesn't matter if it was a month ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. It doesn't matter. Right? You're saying I'm stable where I am, but they're trying to cause havoc. So I'm observing the situation. Could be definitely dealing with a Scorpio, an Aquarius, or a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, I'm just trying to put my love and build on my passions. I'm trying to stay passionate about the situation. I'm trying to stay together with this situation. Could be you in a love, could be a job, anything you're passionate about. But you know that there's something here that's pushing. It's like it's pushing on your It's trying to push on your last straw. But it's like, I'm just going to walk on. It's almost like kind of like walking on eggshells or broken glass almost to the point. Because you're trying, it feels like you're trying to keep everything together, but you don't want them to keep you in this chain, in this, your heart in this box. I find that choose your battles. Trying to bring in fear and insecurities, but you're like, yeah, deception of lack of faith. Somebody could be even living beyond their means or trying to live beyond the means within the home. But whatever it is, it's trying to work on that, but it feels like you're not allowing that. You're stepping up into your power as the emperor over here saying, but I'm not going to allow that to feed on me. Because it feels like they're trying to, it's almost like it's festering inside you. But you're trying your hardest to pull and keep yourself stabilized away from that situation. The more they keep trying to, yeah, keep trying to bug on you. So you try to keep all these new happy things going. It feels like you're giving yourself all these new passionate ideas. You have new news coming in that's going to make things a lot different as well. So I do feel like there is going to be some kind of message that's coming in that's going to keep that fearfulness, that walking on glass away. It's going to, what it is, it's going to give you a new perspective to look at besides just looking at, where they want you to choose the battle. So you're going to definitely be in two different situations. Something's coming up that's going to grab your curiosity for sure. But you definitely do have this person around you who is either a bad influence or overly emotional or bitter. I also feel like if it's you and they're making you feel bitter, this new news coming up is going, it's going to catch you off guard. And like I said, it's going to change your perspective away from this area for just, you know what I mean? Kind of like tear you away from that. It doesn't mean it's going away. It just means it's going to be more in the back of your mind, which will be better for you because then you can really just worry about where your passion is. Because the devil over here is just trying to cause lack of control and indecision. And it does feel like because of this new news that's coming in, it will stall. It will put that choose your battle over there into an indecisive role and a hesitant role, saying, okay, that's fine. You want to be bitchy over here or do whatever you're doing, that's okay, because I'm looking over here for a second, which is actually good because it allows you to choose your battles, because then you say, I'll worry about walking on glass over here for a minute later. I'm not going to deal with you right now. Yeah, because they definitely have you in a challenge mode and you're standing up for yourself and you're holding out, but you're persevering for what it is you truly want. But you are definitely in some kind of protective mode when it comes to that, because remember, you said, I already built this. I'm not going to do that. Even though I can't trust you. There's some deceitfulness that's going on over here. I've got two cards of deceit now. Plus the devil and trickery. So it does feel like you are watching them from a side eye. But you are also giving way to this new happy information that's, gathering around you. Like I said, your energies are definitely pulled in two different directions. One that's saying, I'm going to be very stable but I'm watching, and one saying, but my vitality has risen and I feel very happy because of the Page of Cups. But yet the other one is saying, but I'm still side-eyeing you. I'm still watching that because I can't take my complete eye off of this situation because it could cause the tower and I don't want the tower. So you're definitely feeling like you are definitely watching in two different directions. There could be something very fraudulent going on as well, and that's where the living beyond the means comes in. I do see that you have someone around you who just does not have the self-respect, and they do not give you self-respect. They don't respect you. could be a lot of jealousy that's also going in and around this situation. And I see narrow-minded both times and deceit. But you could also feel like there was a lot of selfishness that's involved as well. But there is also this, I'm beginning to become self-confident about this situation because it's going towards the page. So as you're becoming self-confident, you can feel this person may be becoming more narrow-minded or more insecure or more selfish, more jealous, and more deceit, right? But you're watching them, right? There's an observation of the side eye, like a hawk. You're watching them, right? With the love over here of the Empress. Whoa, okay. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of the deck is what we don't see, is the holding off from the opportunities. I'm holding back. You could be even saving money, not giving out money. Maybe they have money issues because I do see over there living beyond the means. So you might be watching your, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're watching your bank account. Everybody's story is going to be different, but it does say you're very self-sufficient and you have plenty of financial independence and you have the financial stability, and there it is. But you have somebody over here who's taking advantage of you somehow. And they're making bad choices. There's a lot of recklessness going on within this situation, but you also have this really good news. Clarify on the good news. What is the good news? For the majority thereof. It doesn't mean it's going to be for everybody, right? Self-development. Avoiding any kind of change or fear of loss. There you go with that Tower in reverse, but also trying one more time. Aimlessly driven to get to the Ten of Cups. So that's what we don't see coming, which therefore allows you, to hold on to what it is that you want, holding on to your wealth and your security. You know, it's kind of crazy. The first word that I heard in my head, you know what I heard? Somebody is opening a new bank account and withdrawing money because someone's overspending money. And so you're going to be opening up a new bank account and you're going to be like hiding money because somebody keeps getting you in, your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your whoever, somebody keeps getting you in debt. So it's intolerable. So the new news could be that somebody reaches out with this information. This is probably for very little of you, but you know what? It's kind of a good idea, though, if you're going through this, and then I could give you an aha moment like, oh my God, I'm going to do that. You never know, right? No, because then all of a sudden it says, this could be a creative opportunity. You hear this news, and it makes you want to invest money, go put your money in a different bank account. I don't know. There's something going on there because you feel like somebody's getting away with like overspending money and then being deceptive about it. So instead of taking that Tower moment of like, maybe you just got out of bankruptcy, maybe they're trying to do it again. I don't know. There's something crazy. Or every time you have a paycheck, it's like they go and overspend money. So for somebody, you're going to open a new bank account because there's a lot of greed over here. And so it feels like the only way that you can get the Ten of Cups is by you saving that money. Maybe you're going to open up a savings account. Could be just a savings account, whatever. Because of misdirected activity. And you're saying, we're not going to do this again. It's definitely for somebody. And that's going to make you the Nine of Pentacles. Now, mind you, if they find out about this, it could cost you a good fight, right? But it also causes you the Ten of Pentacles. So you have to pick your poison wisely, right? There it is again, though. Pick your poison wisely. Choose your poison, But I'm telling you, that's for somebody. I literally see that. I'm holding on because I'm going to open up this savings. Maybe somebody told you about the savings account. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But it just feels like you're getting this message of somebody who's like giving you this creative opportunity of how you're going to fix this situation. But it's going to be a little deceitful on your side as well. But it's for the Empress. It's for the best. Why? Because there's too much misdirected activity and too much greed. Yeah, because it's going to be winning at all costs. So you're going to have, unfortunately, guys, if you're doing that, you're going to end up the 5 of Swords. You're going to be sneaky about the situation. Like, sorry, but you're going to be the sneaky one. Because you're going to have to, because that'll be a part of that walking on that glass. So you may be doing something that has to be sneaky. It's not hurtful. If anything, it's very helpful because it's going to keep you away from bankruptcy. You might be closing down a credit card and they won't be able to use it anymore. Something is going on where you're going to have to think very wisely about the situation, but you're hearing it from the Page of Cups about how you're going to get through this situation. It might just be your own intuition. I mean, it is Cups. Cups are intuition. It might just be your own intuition coming to talk to you. That aha. Yeah, because it just feels like without action from the Empress, it's almost like you're not going to be able to create what it is you want to keep yourself balanced within the situation. Otherwise, you're going to feel like you're defeated all the time. That's just the way it is. That's the way it looks for the long-term success. Otherwise, you're going to have to avoid the situation. But how are you going to really avoid the situation? Unless you know it's not something like that, then you're just going to avoid the situation with the 8 of Cups. Right? But no matter what, you're going to keep your solid foundations. This is the same as the root chakra in its own way. And unfortunately, it's like holding on too tight can keep you right where you are and stop you from moving forward. But in this situation, you want that, right? That's where you're going to save that money. That's where you're saving that wealth and security. It has to have some kind of conservation over here. Otherwise, there's going to be a tower. The Spirit says you're going to hold tight to that. You have to be frugal with that money. You have to be frugal at this time of what you're doing. Because I do feel like either they're greedy and spending too much money, or it's going to make you look greedy because you need to save all this money. Only because, well, you know what's going to happen. You know and I know it. So it's like that ambition and drive, but the more you observe the situation, the more you're going to figure it out, right, of what it is you truly need to do to get that garden green. To keep that self-development, though, also. Because it feels like whoever you're with is uninspired and has really no motivation to really keep on track with you. Look, if they're always in your competition and they're always feeling like trying to defeat you, if they're always trying to be in disagreement or they're always being sneaky as well, look, it's from them being sneaky to you having to be sneaky. Oh my gosh, to have to do something about something, right? It's like, whoa, there's a lot of sneakiness. But in a lot of ways, it's because if I don't do this, I'm going to lose everything I've attained. We're human. Got nothing else to say. You've got to be the emperor. Emperors make big choices. Create healthy boundaries with those around you as much as possible. Develop awe and reverence for life. And last one, begin to see yourself as a spiritual being having an earthly experience of growth and transformation. In a lot of ways, that's all you're going to end up doing in the end, too. It's going to be like, so what is the learning situation here? Is that I don't want to fall again. How many times am I going to fall? How is my soul going to learn how to do this, or myself going to learn to do this if I just keep doing the same shit over and over again? And for some of you, it is. It's almost like you're backtracking back to something you did before. That's why you're saying, I'm not falling again. I've learned, right? Now you just need to do is foster patience. With the patience comes the ability brings the ability to make the change through intuition. Okay? Okay, guys. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.